So, hello everyone, and welcome to some more Morrowind one more time this year. And hopefully, next year I'll actually be able to play this game completely through, even if that will definitely take quite some more time still, for sure. And indeed, hello Jim Jim, Tayunda, Flame Rushi, everyone. Hi, Mark. Yes, Mark from that one. Oh, hi, Mark. If you guys haven't seen that clip, what movie was it? Flame? I know you know at least know that movie, so yeah, it's a great movie for sure though, where that comes from. Oh hi Mark, and other great clips. But yeah, I also decorated the stable a little bit better. I added a couple of candles. I added these streamers and turinized a couple of keys, some coins, goblets, tumor stuff, the couple of swords that I at least had, and the plants, of course, and the Seekers of the Tumor Animanculi book. But I think there should be more stuff here too. But at least it's thematic, as in a good theme overall here with all the tumor stuff. Yes, the room thingy. Yes, that's the name. That's the name of that movie. The usual unusual. The very usual unusuals that's going on with everyone. Good to know. So yeah, let's just go and actually read a book. Why not? That's a good start for the last stream of the year. Just a question, what book? Now that is a completely different question. I'm not even sure if I've read those or not, to be honest. I also had a couple of books in my inventory that I'm not sure if I've actually read them or not, like this Meteor and Morning Star. I wonder. Well, this definitely I haven't, so I don't have the Pala number 1 though, which is a shame. And there's definitely a lot of these Poison Song books, too many for me to have them all. Banker's Pet, sure. It was a great movie, yeah, really great movie. The best movie ever. How have we been? Well, that's a good question. How has everyone been? I'm at least okay. Nothing that special, to be honest. Oh yeah, I did forget to do the... well, if I stream a couple of hours of Morrowind, I need to be going and putting the today's episode of the calendar up, and then we can stream the next game, whatever that will exactly be. But yeah, I just need to be actually remember to do that. The Tower of Books goes up to the ceiling already. Yep, pretty much. This pile, yes. Anyways, okay, I'll just start with the Banker's Pet. Not that long of a book. So, Banker's Pet by Porbert Lutumli. Lutumli? However, that's supposed to be said. Anyways, it was a perfectly ordinary day at the main office of the Bank of Daggerfall. Normal transactions took place, deposits were deposited, withdrawals were withdrawn, house mortgages were collected, letters of credit were golded. When a teller named Clayton J. Fiffleton saw the little old lady approaching him, dragging 2 large sacks, each nearly as large as her, he changed his mind. It was not to be a perfectly ordinary day at the Bank of Daggerfall after all. I would like to take the 30 million gold pieces I have in these sacks and open me an account, croaked the little old biddy. Certainly, madam, Fillington said eagerly. He counted the gold in the sacks and found that it was 30 million gold. Exactly. One moment, Sonny, the little old lady chirruped. Before I open the account, I would like to meet the man I'm trusting it to. I'd like to talk to the president of the bank. Fiffington wanted the president to know that he was the teller who had taken the largest single deposit that year, so eagerly sent word to the president's secretary. As it turned out, the president was equally eager to meet such a wealthy woman, so the old lady was brought to his office that very day. "Pleased to make your acquaintance, milady. I am Gerander P. Packledon," said the president, Gerander P. Packledon. "My name," said the little old lady, "is Petuva Smutsworthy." That was in fact her real name. "Thank you for seeing me. I like to conduct my business in a more personal way." "I can certainly appreciate that," said Packledon shockingly. "It is an appreciable sum of gold. Would it be rude of me to ask how you came by it?" "Not at all," said Mrs. Smutworthy. "How came you by it?" asked Packledon. "I'll let you guess even," replied Mrs. Smutworthy with a trace of unattractive curlish flirtation. "I'll let you guess. I guess." Packledon was a man of enormous imaginations for a banker. He guessed inheritance and long-time thrift, but Mrs. Smutworthy coyly shook her head. Perhaps she had sold a large old mansion. No. In a moment of shaminess, Packledon asked if the gold came as a result of blunder or thievery. Mrs. Smutworthy took no offense but said no. Finally, he admitted defeat. "I am a gambler," she said. "In arena fights?" he asked, interested. No, dearie, different things. For example, I'd be willing to wager 25,000 gold pieces that at this time tomorrow morning, your testicles will be covered with feathers." That's a very strange bet. Mr. Packledon was somewhat taken aback by the old woman's words. Could she be mad? Could she be a witch? He eliminated the latter possibility, for he had a sense for such things. If she were mad, she was still a rich mad woman, and he could use 25,000 gold pieces, so he took her wager. For the next 24 hours, Mr. Packledon obsessed over his testicles. He checked his pants so often that afternoon his subordinates feared the worst and suggested that he not touch anything and go home for the rest of the afternoon. He spent the night seated, his pants around his ankles, his beady banker's eyes focused on his scrotum. Every time he started to doze off, his vision was filled with images of Mrs. Smutworthy plucking feathers from his balls, cackling. What? Mrs. Packledon arrived at the bank late the next day, only moments before Mrs. Smutworthy's arrival. Accompanying her was a lean, bespectacled fellow she introduced as a barrister from the court. Her son, it turned out. Young Mr. Smutworthy always accompanied his mother when there was money involved, she explained. Enough banter, she crowed. I'll bet, dearie. My dear madam, I can tell you that your gold will be quite safe at the Bank of Daggerfall. I hope it will not cause you distress to discover that your gold will be safer here than in your own hands. My family jewels are quite, shall we say, featherless, and you owe me a sum equally 25,000 gold. Poor Mrs. Smutworthy's face fell when she heard this. Are you sure? Quite, madam. Not even one better. Her voice suggested doubt. Mr. Packledon could tell she thought he might be lying. Not one, I fear, madam. It's not that I don't trust you, Mr. Packledon, but it is quite a lot of gold. Could I possibly see for myself? As he knew he was soon to be a 25,000 gold pieces richer, and he was still a bit punchy from lack of sleep, Mr. Packledon merely smiled and dropped his breeches to the floor. Mrs. Smutworthy examined his testicles very carefully to the left, to the right. At last, she was satisfied that there was not so much as a down feather anywhere in the region. While she was looking under them one last time, Mr. Packledon heard a thwacking noise across the office. Young Mr. Smutworthy was banging his head against the stone wall. "What in the lady's name is wrong with your son, Mrs. Smithworthy?" he asked. "Oh, nothing, dear," she said. "I merely bet him 100,000 gold pieces that by this time I would have the president of the Bank of Daggerfall by the balls." Oh, of course. That's well, I guess that worked out. Okay, I'm reading the chat. So I feel the mood. It's good that you feel the mood for Christmas. Yeah, it is dark without snow. I'm happy to have snow. This is a very strange book. I didn't know what the story would be about, so yeah, your poor ears. Yeah, sun sets very early, of course, here. And hello, Matteo. Welcome to you too for the stream, even though, well, the first book that I at least read here was a little bit more interesting sort of a case, but anyways. You failed in that mission on the Ghost Recon Wildland. Well, I hope you succeed next time then, for sure. So much, yes, you like it. Well, at least someone liked this book. The Banker's Pet book. At least someone. So I'm happy about that. The castle of Xur, even right there. So yeah, the Banker's Pet. Well, she lost some gold, yes, but she also gained a lot of gold. More by actually doing that, so... It's quite interesting, Well, to be honest, I guess the son should have known better, or whoever then was exactly the person that she made the bet with. Anyways, do we want to read something else for today till maybe? The Seed. That sounds kind of suspicious name too, possibly. If at least I didn't imagine Banker's Pet would have led to that sort of a path, so... Okay, you have to go. I hope you have a Merry Christmas, Chim Chim, and a great time overall. I hope you have a good Christmas. And, of course, happy holidays is the word that I was trying to say. Happy holidays to you, Chim Chim. I hope to see you then next year again in the stream. Oh yes, and also Happy New Year, of course, because it's not like I'm gonna have another stream this year anymore. This is gonna be the last one after all. And no worries, Jin Jin, you don't need to apologize to me at all. At least you were able to enjoy the one story, I guess, if you enjoyed that. So, that's completely fine. Completely fine, Jim Jim. And yes, of course it's a shame to be losing you so early on, but I understand. Okay, I'll read, well, part 2. I hate when it's a part 2, but maybe we have gotten the other part of the Ancient Tales of the Tumor. I have no idea, to be honest. Hello, plebs are needed. Thank you. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas for you too, plebs are needed. So, the hamlet village of Lorik was a quiet, peaceful tumor community nestled in the monochrome grey and tan dunes and boulders of the Deja site. No vegetation of any kind grew in Lorik, though there were blackened vestiges of long-dead trees scattered throughout the town. Gamdida, arriving by caravan, looked at her new home with despair. She was used to the forest land of the north, where her father's family had hailed. Here, there was no shade, little water, and a great open sky. It looked like a dead land. Her mother's family took Gamdida and her younger brother Nevit in, and was very kind to the orphans. But she felt lonely in the alien village. It was not until she met an old Argonian woman who worked at the water factory that Gamdida found a friend. I'm like trying to think, did I read this other time sometime, a long time ago? Not sure. Her name was Sikerte, and she said that her family had lived in the Lorik centuries before the tumor arrived, when it was a great and beauteous forest. I have a feeling that I did read this a long time ago. Why did the trees die? Asked Candida.
When there were Arconians only in this land, we never got trees, for we had no need for fuel or wooden structures such as you use. When the tumor came, we allowed them to use the plants as they needed them, provided they never touched the hist, which are sacred to us and to the land. For many years we lived peaceably. No one wanted for anything.
I have a feeling I read this. The seed is one of the Maraparsul's tales whose origins are well known. This tale originated from the Arconian slaves of southern Morrowind. Maraparsul merely replaced the Dummer with the tumor and claimed he found it in a tumor ruin. Furthermore, he claimed that the Arconian version of the tale was merely a retelling of his original. Lorik, while clearly not a tumor name, simply does not exist, and in fact Lorik was a name commonly used incorrectly for Dummer men in Corfelim's plays. The Argonian version of the story usually takes place on the Fadenfell, usually in the Telvanni city of Satrit Mora. Of course, the so-called scholars of Temple Zero will probably claim this story has something to do with Lorkham simply because of the town starts with the letter L. I trying to make sure that this is a book that I've read, but I'm pretty sure because it definitely reminds me of a book that I've read before. Yeah, I have read this. I could be going and taking it into the tumor area, I guess, but I have read it. Yeah, not starting Mass Effect 2 today. I think it's way more fun to start Mass Effect 2 on the next year. So no Mass Effect 2 today, plebs are needed, so you don't need to worry about that. So no worries about it. Next year we shall be time for Mass Effect 2s. It's kind of a shame that the book name doesn't say the Ancient Tales of the Tumor Part 2 in itself. It just said in here, because it's a lot more difficult to actually find the rest of the tumor tales. But it fits here with the tumor artifacts at the very least then, I'd say. Yep, see you in the new year then. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year to you. Plebs are needed, and see you next year. Okay. Then what? Do I want to still read another book? Do I just want to read all the books that I can this year still? The Failure of the Empire. Spirit of Nirn, Court of Mortals is pretty short, to be honest, but... Response to Barrow's speech. Maybe I'll read that one. I definitely don't remember this name. Response to Barrow's speech by Malviser Paddlemage. On the 14th of last seed, an illusionist by the name of Peravar Barrow gave a very ignorant speech at the Chantry of Julianos in the Imperial City. As ignorant speeches are hardly uncommon, there was no reason to respond to it. Unfortunately, he has since had the speech privately printed as Barrow's speech to the battle mages, and it's received some small undeserved attention in academic circles. Let us put his misconceptions to rest. Barrow began his lectures with an occasionally factual account of famous battle mages from Surin Arctus, Tiber Septin's Imperial Battle Mage, to Jaeger Tarn, Uriel Septin VII's Imperial Battle Mage. His intent was to show that where it matters, the Battle Mage relies on other schools of Magicka, not the School of Destruction, which is supposedly a Battle Mage's magical forte. Allow me first to dispute these so-called historical facts. Surin Arctus did not create the golem Numidium by spells of mysticism and conjuration as Barrow alleges. The truth is that we don't know how Numidium was created or if it was a golem or Atronach in any traditional sense of those words. Uriel V's battle mage, Het Hot, was not an imperial battle mage. He was simply a sorcerer in the employ of the Empire. Thus, which spells he cast in the various battles of Akavir are irrelevant, not to mention hearsay. Barrow calls Empress Moriata's battle mage Velox an accomplished diplomat, but not a powerful student of the School of Destruction. I congratulate Barrow on correctly identifying an Imperial battle mage, but there are many written examples of Velox skill in the School of Destruction. The sage Zelarus, for example, wrote extensively about Velox casting a vampiric cloud on the rebellious army of Black Rose, causing their strength and skill to pass on to their opponents. What is this but an impressive example of the School of Destruction? Barrow rather pathetically includes Jaeger Tarn in his list of underachieving battle mages. To use an insane trader as example of rational behavior is an untenable position. What would Barrow prefer? That Tarn used the School of Destruction to destroy Tamriel by more traditional means? Barrow uses his misrepresentation of history as the basis for his argument. Even if he had found 4 excellent examples from history of battle mages casting spells outside their school, and he didn't, he would only have anecdotal evidence which isn't enough to support an argument. I could easily find 4 examples of illusionists casting healing spells or Nightblades teleporting. There is a time and a place for everything. Barrow's argument, built on this shaky ground, is that the School of Destruction is not a true school. He calls it narrow and shallow as an avenue of study, and its students impatient with megalomaniac tendencies. How can one respond to this? Someone who knows nothing about casting a spell of destruction criticizing the school for being too simple, summarizing the School of Destruction as learning how to do the maximum amount of damage in the minimum amount of time, is clearly absurd. And he expounds on his ignorance by listing all the complicated factors studied in his own School of Illusion. Allow me, in response to the list of factors studied in the School of Destruction. List the factors studied. The means of delivering the spell matters more in the School of Destruction than any other school. Whether it is cast at a touch, at range, in concentric circles, or cast once to be triggered later. What forces must be reined in to cast a spell? Fire, lightning, or frost? And what are the advantages and dangers of each? What are the responses from different targets from the assault of different spells of destruction? What are the possible defenses of, and how may they be assailed? What environmental factors must be taken into consideration? What are the advantages of a spell of delayed damage? Barrow suggests that the School of Destruction cannot be subtle, yet he forgets about all the curses that fall under the mantle of the school, sometimes affecting generations after generation in subtle yet sublime ways. Yeah, I'm sorry that there's no place where you can easily just see all the mods and Necrover, but the mods that I had was just the... let's see. I think I had the Telvanni House one, at least I tried to install it if I managed to, but I'm not 100% sure if I did it correctly at the time. Then I had the Tamriel Rebirth, quite an older version of it though, and of course just Overhaul, but nothing that special otherwise. Overhaul just to improve a lot of graphics and so on and forth. So... and yeah, we are definitely all just mere plebs. That kind of sounds wrong though, as if I'm calling everyone a pleb. Yes, Merry Christmas plebs. Just all the plebs. Yes. Okay, the School of Alteration is a distinct and separate entity from the School of Destruction, and Barrow's argument that they should be merged into one is patently ludicrous. He insists again, a man who knows nothing about the School of Alteration and Destruction is the one insisting this, that damage is part of a changing of reality dealt with by the spell of alteration. The implication is that levitation, to list the spell of alteration, is a close cousin of shockbolt, a spell of destruction. It would make as much sense to say that the School of Alteration, being all about the actuality of chains, should absorb the School of Illusion, being all about the appearance of chains. It certainly isn't a coincidence that the master of the School of Illusion casts his attack on the School of Destruction. Illusion is, after all about masking the truth. Yes. Kind of interesting. Sort of a book about, well, conversation about the different... Also, I want to drop that stupid book of blue riddles into there. Prayers of Barant. Where's the book that I'm looking for? The one that I picked up. There it is. Response. Too big of a book, to be honest. Too big of a book. Okay, I'll just save. Maybe we can actually go and head out somewhere. I just don't know exactly what to do. But yeah, I have this area of the Tamriel rebirth here. I think it was that, not revealed. But yeah, we've explored a little bit over there. Maybe I should just actually go and start heading into the Ghost Gate. I'm not sure how much of the main story I'll be actually able to go forward today. But I guess we might at least try to be heading a little bit into that direction. Don't block my way, thank you, Trumer. Animanculi. However, I should be calling you. At least, as sauce, if I can get all the way there, we are in a pretty good position to try to be starting to then do the main quest forward. So there's that good side. It's a little bit too dark to my liking though, I gotta say. Maybe I'll just rest and wait until it's actually daytime again. That could be nice. Script, why did you distract me from my sleep when you don't really even do anything against me? Why did you do it? Okay, it's clearer day now, so that's better. That's a better time to be starting to head into the Coast Gate, even though it will be quite of a journey to do, to be honest. But at some point I'll be able to actually reach the destination. Some beautiful day. I guess I go this... just try to go through this area like straight, so to speak. More or less, at the very least. Had I ever been... yeah, I've been that place, I'm pretty sure. That's indeed the place where the vampires lived in. Well... this shield seems to very strangely kind of block my vision a lot. At least when I was falling. Way more than the other ones seemed to. I guess that's fine. Is there actually a straight road that should be leading into there in any way? Not really. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna try to be making it through these mountainous regions, why not? I definitely haven't been into that place, I think. I've been to Morrowind, but on the other hand, these aren't usually that interesting, but I guess I might at least check the name of this place. Sereno Ancestral Tomb. I assume I haven't been in there, but doesn't matter in the end. That much. Just the straightest route. It's been a while since I've visited Ghost Gate, and to be honest, I'm not sure if I have high enough of a level slash skills still to do really well in that area, but still, it's at least the easy choice to start to be going there, especially when we at least have our Telvanni place at the moment already, all the way built up, so it's not like I need to be concentrating upon that. Can I climb? Maybe. Yes, barely. Without actually having to do levitation spell, so that's something. So yeah, that's that place. And just straight. Actually, it would be more like in there, which is fine, I guess. Guess I might as well, though I will have quite a few of these freaking cliffhangers to deal with, but I guess I can't really be doing too much about that. At least I can train my blunt weapon skills. Maybe hit something with this mace from time to time. Okay. I wonder what... Well, this is almost like a little bit of a path here. I was thinking that something on the ground must be attacking me because I don't see anything on top. So... then there's not a lot of options. Then another cliff razor to deal with. There we go. My mace skills are actually starting to improve, though. I actually managed to hit some of these enemies sometimes. At least sometimes. Just trying to get past. I can also consider doing the levitation spell for a change. Just wondering what is actually trying to attack me, but I have no idea, to be honest. Fine, I think I need to. I think I'll just... Can't do that. Oh, seems that I succeeded, so that's all good enough. All a-okay. I don't know who is trying to attack me, but I'm kind of failing with it, at the very least. Yeah, this is a little bit of a... not high ground immediately. That looks strange, but I think it's just a cliff. Yeah. Now they're falling quite a bit, but that's okay too. Quite a few of these, I don't actually remember what these are named. I'm heading to the coast fence. As in Coast Gate, actually. That was the place where we needed to go if we want to try to go and proceed with the main quest line again. So I thought that why not go there, Tajunta. So that's where I'm going. I hope you got some nice food. Something nice for yourself. This shield makes your depth of field act strangely. Yes, it definitely does. I'm kind of wondering if this shield is worth it to use, because it really... Especially if I raise my weapon like this, I can see barely nothing, or barely anything, as it is. So it is very strange. Not really sure I like it. Like, it's fine at the moment, but I resisted some magic. These guys are still doing magic though. At least one guy would be down, which is something. No idea what that did. Some sort of magic. Okay, gotcha. I was hoping that these guys wouldn't be... Yeah, paralyzed. Finally, she succeeded with it. I don't know, maybe I should be changing back to the other shield then, because this is really not necessarily something I like to use then, because of this situation. I just need one more hit on you. Oh, there we go. Homemade pizza. Okay, that's nice. And yeah, what's on it? When you actually shield yourself, everything gets blurry. Yep, I noticed that too, Flamerushi. It's very strange, my shield. Thank you for sharing the channel. Viseneko, thank you kindly. And welcome to the stream for you too. And yeah, it does definitely get blurry. Like, it's so much worse than with the other shield. Maybe I should just go and start using this again. Like, if you look, this is totally fine. This doesn't bother me at all. But this shield... Maybe I just need to be putting it into my own tower actually as a decoration or something. It just has too big of a part there. It's just a kind of a shame. The fortify luck could be nice, but it's just a little bit of an annoyance, if I could say so. A little bit of an annoyance. Let's take those. Hey, Last of Avari. Welcome to stream for you too. Yep. Hello, hello, and welcome. And Specky as well. Good evening to you too. I hope you guys had fun with this Echo stream. And thank you for the follow too, Last of Avari. Let me see. Okay, that way that I need to be heading into. Lots happening in the... And hey, and welcome to Cheesecake as well. Hi hi. To you too. Did a lot happen with Rimworld in Vicineko stream? I don't know at all what kind of a map you guys are, or what Visse is at the moment playing, or in what type of an area. In there. Let me see. We're getting pretty close to Ghost Fence. Or Coast Gate. Why do I call it Coast Fence? The Coast Fence is there, sure. But the thing that I'm going into is actually Coast Gate, but I don't know. For some reason, I'm just calling it Coast Fence a lot more. And yes, good old Morrowind. I've been playing this for a long time at the very least myself too, so... Very much so. Never completed the game yet. Played far, relatively far. Or played it a lot when I was younger, but never finished it. God damn you. Why must you come and even try to block my way when I'm trying to just climb? Just come here. Cliffhanger. Go away. Thank you. Can I make these jumps? I'm basically walking into here at the moment. Barely, but I am. There we go. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. He was continuing getting rid of human litter in Rimworld. Ah, lovely. And yes, I know that he was playing Rimworld, but I was just thinking that what type of setting, as in more tundra or a normal map or what, and at what stage. Is he doing well? Is everyone okay? Then getting rid of human litter is interesting information. I usually don't have that problem, but it's just because I don't usually butcher the humans. And yeah, I think I've seen at least once Last of Avari playing, was it Skyrim? When I was on the other hand watching Visinekko at the time. I didn't follow at the time, but I should be following Last of Avari as well. But yeah, I play mostly Morrowind if I play, not really Skyrim or Oblivion. But still, at least I want to play through Morrowind at some point. It's gonna take a while still though for me to actually finish this game, for sure. You've done Oblivion and Skyrim. Alrighty. Well, I guess I could be climbing from here and hopefully make my way into the coast gate. Play Oblivion, kide. Tajunta, why do you want me to play Oblivion? Why? Why? Like I wouldn't have enough games to play as it is. Then going and starting with Oblivion. You just want me to play Eternity projects, eh? Morrowind I've already played like over a year overall, so yeah, it takes a while for me to play this. Or actually go through everything, but on the other hand, that is the problem because I, after all... Well, of course, depends how many times of a year you play and everything like that, but it's just... It's a long progress to play this completely through. After all. Another one of you cliffhangers. And I just call them cliffhangers because they hang about so much. After all, they don't immediately always race to actually attack you properly, even though their name is Cliff Racer, so... You know, like, hanging in there now. Doesn't know what to do. So... Okay, where was I supposed to go? What was I supposed to ask? I was supposed to go and meet someone over here. Just kidding, I know you dislike it. Oblivion faces are mostly disgusting and ridiculous, but the story is not bad. Yeah, I just was disappointed in Oblivion back in the day because I liked Morrowind, and Oblivion isn't Morrowind after all, so it might be better now if I went and started to play it, but it's just when I was younger I was disappointed. And yeah, well, that's just how it is for me. Oblivion isn't as good as Morrowind. Okay, let's see. What was in my journal exactly? Before all gods and men, before all spirits visible and invisible, before my honor and Vilk's honor, to dedicate myself and Freydgard to the defeat and destruction of Dagod-Ur and the preservation of Morrowind and its people. Vivek somehow taught me how to use Freydgard. He then offered to give me the explanation or to let me go immediately, as I wished. Redmount Hunter recovered the artifact Hammer Sunder from the Gate Citadel Vemunal, then the artifact Blade Keenin from the Gate Citadel Ortosal. Then with these artifacts and Freydgard, if I destroy the enchantments on the heart of Lord Khan. In Dagod-Ur's Citadel, Dagod-Ur will be destroyed and the blight ended. Vivek gave me the plan to defeat Dagod-Ur to explain the details. Yeah. I don't recall if I was supposed to talk to exactly someone in here, or if it was more about the other thing. I'll just look through this quickly. Simultaneously. I assumed there wasn't really anyone that I was supposed to talk to, but I somehow thought that maybe there was. I could at least check if I can sell something out of my inventory. Faction members only. Fine, fine. Be like that. Yes. I don't know what is the problem here for the moment, but I guess maybe that thing. Morrow is great, but could have used better interface for quest tracking. Yes, of course, for sure. Hello, Sas TV, welcome to you too, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year for you too. When you go and head off, then Sas TV, but welcome. Welcome, welcome. I think there was the someone that I could be selling at least too. I'm just like thinking, was it on the other side of this place? I think it probably was. Not completely sure though. I don't mind. Hey, you're the smith at the very least. Thank you kindly. I think I had some stuff that I did need to repair actually. So I might just as well try to buy a couple of these. To be honest, I am carrying too much. And that will be an issue if I need to go and change one of these clothes into this one. So I do need to be checking on that, what I could be doing with it exactly. Let's buy these at least first and just repair stuff though. Slowly but surely. Better to repair anyways everything that I can before heading off. This alone takes me a long time to actually try to repair. But it's done. I probably should have left something extra back at my place, to be honest. But it's not like I'm carrying a huge amount of stuff, but I'm carrying too much most likely. Which can be an issue. Just fix this first, then start fixing this one. slowly but surely. Okay, it's not fixed yet. Give me a couple of more of them. Those, thanks. It's great to see people who are still enjoying games like this. Yep, definitely, of course. Morrowind is still a great game, after all. I can at least leave a lot of this stuff that I just picked up from my apartment into here, because I didn't really care to have this. I just took them out so that they don't need to be in my apartment on the way. So I may just as well go and, for example, that... Well, I guess that mug lamp works now. It didn't before, so that's why I was wondering. I don't need another ornate rumor bowl. I'll just leave that to you here too. You can do whatever you wish with it. I guess I should fix this to the end, if I happen to be able to. Yes, a lot of keys that I have. Quite a few of them. Well, it's so close to being fixed that I think that's fine. But yeah, I should be leaving some more stuff out here. Or sell. I've already picked quite a few ingredients, even though I thought that I didn't have a lot of it with me at the moment, but... because yeah, I still am carrying a little bit too much if I just equip this immediately. So that would be a problem. It's the 20 strength fortification from that is a huge increase after all. Yep, and it even happens to be the one that has the 45 plus 20 of that, when this just fortifies my agility. That sucks. But, so it is. Of course, rate card otherwise is very sweet, but it just simply doesn't have any strength bonus for me. Well, let's check if I can sell anything that I have. And yes, just a tiny bit too much. Of course, there's still the problem that whenever we actually go into those places, I probably will end up carrying too much after all. I have to be using freight card to use those items. So the problem is that I don't really want to be giving up anything that I have. Like the Mace of Bal is my only really good mace, so I want to be keeping it. Then I guess the Deathrick Katana would be the closest that I could be considering to give up completely, because I want to be keeping one of these two-handed weapons, because sometimes two-handed weapon is better than the one-handed weapon. But I've just been keeping this as well, because I still have been pretty bad with the mace. But in the future I could just be keeping the one-handed mace and then the two-handed sword, I think. That could be working out pretty nicely. This would be a high value. That's just the levitation bonus. Sure, I can sell those. But they're not a lot. And you wouldn't even want to buy these types of things, so it's not like I can sell those. So yeah, a few problems. Fine, just get those at least. Let's just check what else I can be dropping from my inventory. In Skyrim I was keeping a full lot of potions, 70 to 80% of which were never used. Yep, that's also a problem for me, that I do keep too much stuff that I'm not using. So I wonder if there's anyone who wanna be buying some of these. These two still fake 2 pair 1, so it's not like I would need to be carrying all of those. Is that really good enough for a candle? I guess I can leave it here, to be honest. And the buck lamp, I guess I'll leave it. I can always get another buck lamp for decorating, I guess, if I must. Glass goblets I definitely don't need. Those I wanted to even be dropping, actually. Like, it's so surprising how high, like, Fate's 4. Buck lamp is less Fate, which is kind of surprising to me. How it happens to be like that. Did I have some books or something that I wanted to drop completely? To be honest, I guess I don't need these anymore. Great House Redoran informations, yeah. I think I can drop these. then this would be the Telvanni Council. That I might keep just because we actually belong into the Telvanni Council. For that reason. Arcana Restored, I'm pretty sure I've already read. It's not at least a long book anyways. Thank you, Tayunta, for the subscription. Thank you kindly. It's kind of the funny thing though that you're being now then subscribed to me longer than being a follower because you started to follow again me later after all. Kind of funnily enough. Or, well, you unfollowed me and then followed me, so... And yes, look at this! You actually even have the Tier 2 one, so you have the fires that you can use. Good for you, Tayunda. I'm glad that you're able to use them now. So, but thank you kindly. I'm weird. I see you're going for a combo of melee warrior plus some magic. Yep, pretty much. That's what I do. It's just that I never have gotten used to doing completely just magic, to be honest. And yes, Tayunda is the best. For sure. For sure, for sure. Is there something else I want to drop? Darkest Darkness. Guess I can drop this one too. It's a pretty heavy book, to be honest. Chronicles of Snu left. Telvanni Construction I could have left home, but I forgot to do such a thing. But now at least we can actually walk if we just change into the freight cart. So I guess that's a step to the right direction. The freight cart kind of clips with our mage rope though, so that kind of sucks, but guess can't be helped. It clips quite badly. I don't like the look of it, but what can you do, I guess? Sure. Are you not? Tayunda? Okay, so I guess that's otherwise all that I really need to do immediately. I can barely walk. That's very good. As long as I can just get the stuff or the item and then move with it. After all, like just teleport back home. So that's one option. If I anyways even survive after all. That's kind of a partially an issue. Was the door here? Yeah. Okay, I guess we're just gonna be going. I like rogues with daggerants and bows, but I played Neverwinter Nights as a monk. Not sure if any of those would work well in Morrowind. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have used bows, and I usually used a lot of spears because I love spears for actually killing something like this freaking cliffhanger, because it can actually reach a little bit further. Is that a flame? Yes, it is a flame. At least what Tayunda did is a flame. So press the button. And another switch to go through the coast gate. Ah, that thing. I'm just hanging here. As such, I guess I could be going and getting his soul, but on the other hand, I don't know if I want to be going and getting his souls. Come on, you're really slow. I guess I really shouldn't be bothering to wait for you when you're too slow. I probably should really be changing into the other weapon, because, yeah, this guy's dangerous, and I'm way worse with the mace. I'm so much better with the sword, so that's why. That's why I feel that I need to be using that. Such a lovely, lovely red glow that we have here. Also flames in this place, I could say, at the very least. Let's just do the little bit of a heal, heart heal. Not that it's a lot, but just a little bit. But yeah, I would like to use the mace. but I suck with it still quite a lot. Well, at least skill level 43, but when my long blade is level 100, I'm so much better with this than the other ones, so that's kind of the problem with that. At least my medium armor skill is 82 at this point, so that's at least nice. Let's go in with my lovely Daedric sword. It's a big sword. Okay, where do I need to go to get into this Order Saal? Quite a bit more fort. And I've never been walking around here a lot, for God's sakes. You, of all things, wanting to attack me here, Cliff Razor. Hello, Visinekku. It's going a-okay, Visinekku. I hope you are doing well too. Did you have fun in RimWorld? Anything otherwise special? I did hear that you were trying to get rid of some... The journal has been updated. I heard that you were trying to get rid of some humans' litter and stuff, but I'm not sure if you did anything else. I do have this emote in the depths of my folder, so this was more of a Christmas present. Yeah. It's going pretty nice, but cliffhangery. Yes, very much so. Cliffhangery for sure. All the cliffhangers. Don't do your magic against me, thank you very much. The magic can be a problem though, for sure in the future. I'd say that can be a pretty big issue. I guess I could... Did the trade card actually... I like try to think because I cast some spells, but I have full mana now. What actually recharged my mana there? Huh, not sure. Because it doesn't really make sense that it would be that either then, but I haven't made any other changes, so I'm not sure about that. I wanted to just do the small little shield, I think. Just in case. Even if it's almost nothing. So. Just the other save, or new save. RimWorld is always fun, building my Android truck empire. New? Well, I don't know. Going into the red volcano, deadly place with cliffhangers just coming and attacking you always, even though it's not a place for them at all. But you know, it's so good. I just opened my Christmas present. What time that got for me and it. Who's new god of war? Yeehaw! Well, hey, I'm glad of that. I've heard, or I've actually looked or watched a little bit of the new god of war too, so it definitely seemed like a good game last, so that should be fun. Yasumine. I have no idea what would be in the Yasumine, but I'll rather go to the next location first, as in actually this place where I'm supposed to go. It's supposed to be around there. Hello, Celine. Have you decided on the next game? As in, what I play after Morrowind? Is that the question? Not for a certainty what I will play after Morrowind today, exactly, as the second game. Where did you go? That was a little bit confusing, I gotta say. What the hell are you doing? What the hell is happening here? Just felt like it was completely just bouncing around this Ashley, but okay then. I watched new God of War playthrough, it was interesting indeed, yes. Funny that a friend on Discord just mentioned having dark Christmas because of volcano spouting ash all over the place. Seems to not be the only one. Yep, not the only one. Definitely not the only one. But we might play RimWorld, or I might play the... What was the SPAS, basically, as in Space Pirates and Zombies game was the thing that I was also considering that I could just do a little bit today. Maybe. but depends a little bit on you guys, what you would like and all that. I can play RimWorld as a second game today, and I don't think I want to be starting anything big new game today though, considering it is the last day of the year. So many cliff racers always. Why? Why must I deal with all of you guys? But that place is supposed to be close by, for sure. You, and then a cliff racer apparently behind me, close by. That's lovely, always. Just go away, thank you kindly. I guess the fortress might be there. That seems logical. Everyone, including me, wants to see LPA2 playthrough, Little Big Adventure 2, aka Twinsies Odyssey. It's kind of like the longest journey, but more action-oriented, no pressure though. Well, I haven't heard of those sort of suggestions before, so it can be a little bit difficult to get something like that set up. LBA, Little Big Adventure 2. I would have to anyway check if I even have that game. A Little Big Adventure. But yeah, of course, something like that could be also an option, but I did try to ask also in Discord if what people would like to be doing, so that's one place to go into as well, and then you can a little bit better influence what sort of a game I might be playing at a certain time and so on, if you are there, and then I can actually say that yes, sure, or something like that, just so that I know about it beforehand. It's because it's a little bit difficult if you hear about the game Succession like right before, basically, or already when I'm streaming. So it's kind of a lot more difficult to then go and change that anymore. Let's see, let's just get the two-handed blade back up. Yes, Discord indeed. Totally forgot about it. Yep, that's a good place. Good place to go and say your opinions a little bit more often then. Because I even indeed did go and ask that did anyone have any specific things that they could think that I could play today. There wasn't even any really particularly good suggestions, or well, Platonis did suggest some with some wintry themes, but that's pretty much it. This looks pretty interesting. But that game definitely did not come up, what you mentioned here. But yeah, it always will take some time, then I would have to check if I have the game. I would need to buy it if I don't have it, if I wanted to play it. Plus then, if I do have it, then would need to still install it and then check that it will work in OBS and everything. So it will take a little bit of a time to get everything set up after all. So it's a little bit difficult if it comes up at the same day. Or same day on the stream specifically, because I am already streaming. But yeah, that is a good place to also say your opinions, what you would like. Here's the entrance. Ordosalt Fumer Training Academy. Interesting. Platonist did mention some, but none that are really good options. RimWorld is still the best choice so far. Yeah, like I said, the one that I was also thinking, I don't know if you know the one which is called SPAS, as in Space Pirates and Zombies game. It's a little bit, well, it's a space arcade shooter thing where you can at least have some more Christmas theme, like I tested out. I think they made it originally because of actually based a little bit or they were fans of the Urkuan Masters, so it might be something that you could find fun, even if it wouldn't be nearly as good as the Urkuan Masters, but still something to consider a little bit, or what I considered anyways. It's been a long time since I tried to play it, so I don't remember anything of it, well, other than testing that it worked today. Okay, into the new tumor ruin that is infested by these guys. And a golden saint. That's perfect. I guess the golden saint is trying to rush towards me already then, eh? I just have no idea from which direction. Apparently from the right there. You're blocking too well. Well, not well enough. Ebony shield. That's a pretty looking shield. I just have to see it. Even if I wouldn't be indeed using it. Because more than a few reasons it's a heavy shield. After all. It's blocking actually quite a lot of the vision too. All these shields which block too much vision are a little bit problematic, to be honest. But it's a interesting looking shield, nice enough looking shield. Not that I'm gonna use it, obviously enough, but it looks nice. And then just a class longsword. Oh, you sure know how to get my attention. Okay, interesting. Yeah, it's just of course it is made by people who were a fan of the game, so it's not as great, like I said, but it still could be fun to play a little bit. So, just something to keep in mind. They have also the second game actually nowadays, Smash 2, but I haven't checked what kind of a game that is, or if that would be better than the original would be. It could be, but I still had fun at least in that when I played it. I have no idea what you are, to be honest, but you're dying at least slowly but surely. Something was casting magic on me though, so I'm not sure I like that. Maybe it was actually you. No, definitely wasn't you. Flame Atronach. That's okay. Dakot Odros. I have no idea what you are. Well, unless the 6th house amulet. Amulet of Heartfire. That seems like a good item, but it's kind of heavy for me at the moment. So, well, I guess I could be dropping all of this rat meat. That would actually be probably an okay idea. Maybe I can put the 6th house amulet somewhere to show in my house. But yeah, I didn't think that the games that Platonis was mentioning were something that I found personally that interesting. Maybe someone else would find them more interesting, but I haven't even played most of those games for sure, so not the most interesting to me. If there would have been more, someone else also said that they would have liked those games, maybe a little bit more, or would have found them a little bit more interesting, but anyhow, what did I want to do? I was considering actually putting up a light source because there's a little bit of a poor visibility over here, to be honest. That just means that then I have to be equipping indeed this other sword, which I do have in hand now. So that sounds good. I'm just gonna check this area a little bit again. What did you even look like? I definitely haven't met Dakot Odros before. Definitely. I was thinking that seemed like a very much a new enemy that I've never encountered before. So it definitely seems to be. Well, welcome back, Tayuta, if you had to do some stuff. Levitation potion, I guess I'll take that. That's always useful. Okay, let's check downstairs then. Well, or upstairs, apparently this. Well, let's go and check downstairs first, though. Before I go and venture into that direction. Pressed enter by accident. Okay, that explains it. If we're talking about games to play, I'd like to see some more horror games. Yeah, that's definitely something to consider, though, to be honest. Horror games aren't necessarily exactly very Christmassy games. If we're talking about what we would like to play for Christmas, I do have to say that they're not necessarily the most Christmas games that I've ever heard of. But, yeah, of course, a possibility regardless. And definitely next year can consider it. But yeah, there's definitely a little bit of a problem also that there's very few spots for new games. After all, Morrowind still continues for who knows how long. And then Borderlands 2, that's gonna take a while. And then if I just immediately continue with Mass Effect, which I kind of already promised, so then Mass Effect 1 will be replaced by Mass Effect 2, that will take a while, and then replaced by Mass Effect 3, which will take a while. So Sunday is already booked up. Friday already has Morrowind in this spot, so that's booked up. There's one spot, the 3 hours or whatever I would be playing after Morrowind on Friday. And the question is, do I want something, again, a long game into this spot, which probably would not be the best option, to be honest. Just because it might be nicer to always have then at least one spot that is like shorter games. So, was thinking for next year mostly. Yeah, I've seen so much horror, I'm no longer horrified by it. To be honest, I don't think I'm that horrified by a lot of horror games, but I haven't played or seen a lot nonetheless. Morrowind is a pretty short game though, I'm sure you can spend much time on this. Yeah. Not much anymore at all. To be honest, sure, I could be playing the main story, I think, pretty easily through relatively quickly. But then there's the thing that if I go to this DLC area, which I've never explored, which I would like to actually do, and then the other DLC stuff, and there's plenty of still areas over here that I haven't looked at if I want to, and definitely this area that I added into the game. So yeah, just a few areas more that I might have to explore in, or might explore in Morrowind, so yeah, it could take a while, just saying. Where to go? I might like to try to pick up some of these tumor cuiras and something like that into my place too, but definitely not the thing to do immediately. Nah. What about in this chest? Well, more tumor coins, I guess I'll pick them at least. Some of that does look pretty bad, to be honest. Hey, Dwarven Spears. Dwarven Halberd. Well, if I only will have enough space, or if I can, I'll go and get these from here and then go and teleport back home, I think. So, because I would like to get some more Dwarven stuff to my own place actually. Maybe, what would I leave here? I might just do something that I leave enough stuff here so that I have to come back and just go and pick up the thing over there. To be honest, it's not like I can use this here. I need to be using the better weapons, so I guess I'll leave this for a bit. And I just do need to remember to actually come back and pick it up. Morrowind, especially with the mods that Kide has, is basically a never-ending story. And yeah, I'm just really hyped for Mass Effect, otherwise alone for the ride mostly. Yep. Well, the Mass Effect has definitely been fun. Did I go around this place? I think I did, because that's an exit then. Well, this didn't exactly help me get into where I would have liked to get. Well, I guess at least then I could just as well go and do something like just go and get those things that I wanted from the table and bring them here. Well, to be honest, this is pretty close, for sure. I'll just remember those are here and come and picking them up hopefully a little bit later. So yeah, at least I don't see any other places in here, so I gotta go and explore some other area of this place. Huh, just a question where could I go? Where do I need to go? Ah, the lovely music. You damnable thing. Stop it. Stop it right now. Thank you very much. Let's heal a little bit. Just because. And ash cool. I love me some Mass Effect, if you know what I mean. Well, it's good that you guys like to see some more Mass Effect, for sure. This seems to be a long bridge. But it was supposed to be in Ortosal, so I'm just like wondering that how could this be the right direction at least to go in, even if this is a nice road, considering it was supposed to be in Ortosal, and that's the Ortosal. So it wouldn't really make sense that it would be all the way over here at all. Just looking through into here a little bit, but I don't know. I guess I would have to go back and try to figure out some way to get into there. Some way. Not really sure how. Mass Effect is awesome, Kide. It's good. It's good that it's awesome. The only question is if I should have played it as a let's play or stream, but on the other hand, I've had at least fun streaming it, so I think it's good. Would there be some door over here somewhere? More on top? I don't see other entrances though. Did I miss something inside that I shouldn't have missed? But it really doesn't look like there should be other entrances, but that's just a Dwarven halberd or halberd or whatever you would want to say. Oh, this way. Okay, now I see. At least something more. Well, this is pretty. That's the thing. That has to be the thing. Keening, yes. 45 magic, 50 points. Health, attack, agility, speed, everything a lot. So that's nice. It is a short blade though. Very pretty though, I gotta say. Very pretty. Lots more ash statues if I would want to be gathering up even more of them, so that's something. We did go a little bit forward with the story clearly enough then. Your journal has been updated. What a surprise. Well, this was a place. This was a place, definitely. Let's see, where is it? Where's the keening? There it is. It's a very pretty sword, that much I can say. Very, very pretty. And very, very quick. Not that I can use keening a lot, considering it is, after all, a short blade. Well, I can always go and take it back home anyways. I guess I'll just pick up some stuff here and just head home. Maybe. You. Battle axe. I already have a claymore, so I don't need one. And those. And home we go. Home sweet home. You failed casting the spell. There we go. Okay. Okay, you're not feeling well, that's a shame. Okay, that's okay, Vissinekko. I hope you're feeling better soon then, and good night, sweet dreams. Merry Christmas, Vissinekko. Happy holidays, Happy New Year, everything. See you then at the very least next year. Distracted. Yep, I hope you're feeling better soon. See ya. Okay, so, well, the question is what do I want to do then, but I guess I can at least, first and foremost, place the keening over here somewhere, considering it's not like I need to be carrying it around while we are not doing the main quest. It's a very pretty sword though. And I guess I could be putting all of my main weapons here, just so that I can go and get them soon enough then again with me. That sounds like I guess I shouldn't put the keening specifically on show yet, considering it's not like it's gonna stay here for long. Let's put it here then, I guess, for now. It's a very pretty sword though. Very pretty one. Very much so. And I'll just go and take some of this stuff, other stuff, then do the show room of the tumor artifacts and all that. I wanted to unequip this. No need to be giving it on anymore. And indeed, happy holidays, Visinekko. Let's just do a little bit of a save. To be honest, these swords especially go here really nicely, but I'm not sure if I have space for the other stuff. Well, I guess this will work fine enough still here, which to be honest I think is kind of the things that I need. I have at least a Dwarven Battle Axe, Dwarven Claymore, and a Dwarven Jinx Sword, so that's pretty nice. It's not too bad. Sure, it would be even nicer to also have the space for like the spear or the halberd, but that's a little bit tougher thing to actually manage to get here nicely enough anymore, especially when it's all the time doing something like that. If I could just turn it a little bit, then maybe I could have it here, but it's a very difficult task to exactly do. If I would have it here, I definitely would need to organize the claymore a little bit more. I guess that might work though, otherwise. Just sorry for me going and decorating really closely these things, but I like decorating, so sue me, I guess I could say. I think that could be good for the claymore, then I just need to place the Jinx sword again into here a little bit better. Which isn't too big of an issue, but a little bit extra work. There. Now we even have a halberd here, indeed. Those are some fancy looking weapons. Yep, I have a nice show here for all the tumor stuff. Even the tumor scarab plants, and then just stuff like this here, everything. And that. Sure, I could still try to put this tumor spear here, but that's a little bit too much, I think. You ask for it, you will get some papers in a week or two. Papers? Decorating is alright, my place looks like fair house. Practical but ugly. Yeah, well, I guess I'll just place the spare weapon into here or something. It would be nice if I could just place it like the other way, as in not just place it onto the ground like that, but actually like put it like that. You know, opposite way. But what can you do? You can't. You're suing me. Why? Sue me. Oh yeah. Well, fine enough then, Flame. If you didn't come for the decorating game of Morrowind, then fine enough. I guess I gotta accept that you will sue me and send me the papers for that. I'll accept that, Flame. I'll be waiting for that then. Definitely. Well, we did get a little bit forward with the main quest. Now I'm just unsure what to do next. Because, basically, I don't think I have anything that I can do very well just quickly, so to speak. Sure, I could try to go for the other thing, but... In Citadel Ortusal, I discovered the artifact blade, Keenin, one of the enchanted tools created by the Twoomer craft lord, Kakrenak. Maybe I should be just starting to head towards the direction where the next weapon would be, as in into Vemnal. Should I go there through Gogaroon? It would be kind of a pain to do it like that, though. Maybe I should go and get the levitation from here and just come and teleport back here and try to levitate all the way there. Maybe. I should avoid contacting you for the time being, according to me advocate. I am off to the Lurkerland. Well, you do that, Flame. You do that. I understand that you have the responsibilities now then to actually make sure that this claw case will work out perfectly. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure that will be all good. I guess I should have been wiser and not try to say to you that, hey, sue me if you are unhappy. This is what I get when I do that. This is exactly what I get. Sometimes these guys scare me when I was about to just go through here and then it's just like, I am here, just rolling, doing my thing and all that. But I read already enough for today for sure. Why do I have to have this script now just walking about in here because it once interrupted my sleep? Script, this is my home, not yours. I guess I have a pet script. I guess that's okay. Hello, my Centurion guards. Let's just equip these things again. It looked chill enough. The Guardian or the script. The script I think at least looked pretty chill. There you go. I wonder what skill level I have at the moment. It's getting there. It's getting up one pretty soon. Not too much longer. And the script. Yeah, I was assuming that you probably meant the script. I don't have anything to say to you. I don't know why you just hang out in this one little spot forever and ever and ever, but if you want to, it's your right, I guess. I think it's spelled like that, Tayunta. I think that is exactly correctly. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Hey, I can see a slaughterfish. Slaughterfish in the seas, if I could say so. Let's just get some water walking up, so we can go and get into the place here, and then go to Ebonheart, and from there to Vivek, and just forward from there. Yay, some marshmallow. I need it so much. At least the guy is pretty quick at gathering the resources, like even successfully. Just walking past them and at the same time just, yeah, I'll just pick up these few things. Why? Why must there be an enemy? I knew it had to be you. Who else could it be than you? Truly. Who else? Go away. There you go. Then a little bit more. But we're gotten a little bit forward anyways. We already at least managed to get one of the items, so I only need one more before we could be going for Dagod Ur. So that's something. Just some ways. Apparently more cliff racers to be dealt with. There's the boat. Somewhere over there, into the horizon. To be honest, my water walking will not be lasting long enough, I doubt, so I'll just cast that again. And soon. Very soon. Just splashing in the waters. It almost reminds me of Borderlands. Or no, not Borderlands. Well, Borderlands too a little bit. But specifically Mass Effect, I remember the Mako splashing in the water, and after all, then I first thought of Borderlands driving, and just driving overall. But then, yeah, also the Mako, when there was a lot of water and splashing in it. Just driving through the waters, so to speak. Not quite as deep waters, but anyways. I don't know why that came into my mind, but... anyways, Ebonheart is the destination. You're almost compelled to throw some more Morrowind related stuff. The question is, what type of Morrowind related stuff? Yep, Mako was definitely the best character in Mass Effect. For sure. Ever, yeah. It's a little bit dark. I guess I can still see my way into here, but a little bit dark, I do have to say. On the other hand, City of Vivek does look nice here with the starry skies and everything in the darkness. I'd say it looks pretty nice. Probably more cliffhangers. Yeah, you probably should be doing the one where I was surrounded by like at least 5 cliff racers, all just trying to go and attack me at once. Right? That was at least a pretty good time. So, yeah, there's definitely times when the cliff racers just been all there, just every time, just, yeah. Just ridiculous amounts of them just surrounding us every time. Even flying all the way to the Red Mountain when there's other threats that should be around there. But cliff racers, they're everywhere. They are simply everywhere. Would be good. Yes, I think so too. Let's do the save. Wait until daylight just because I think that would be nicer, to be honest. Still just a couple of more hours, please. And the morning sun comes up. Okay, that's good. Then we can just do this one as in recall. And go see the morning sun from here. Why? Didn't I get the levitation? Because at least before... Or was that not the levitation? That's kind of strange because I definitely remember that I've been able to recall without time passing and me not being able to do the levitation anymore, because then that would be stupid to actually do that and recall if I lose the levitation immediately. Then I'd rather just start working my way through into there. I guess I might just well do that anyways then. It's strange though, to me. You might throw something from Okami first. Maybe you should. There's plenty that you could be throwing from Okami for sure. No, I didn't get that. I didn't get the thing yet. Why didn't I get the levitation? Is it not working anymore? Or did I resist it? That would be stupid if I actually managed to resist it or something. That would be weird. Then I should definitely take the one that makes me resist stuff and unequip it while I would want to actually be getting this. I assume you're the problem. Or I just don't get the levitation anymore. Why doesn't this... Okay, now it finally worked. That took a while. I guess I'm resisting spells too much. When that just doesn't manage to work. It's still kind of surprising to me. And then I fail at casting this quite a few times. Okay. This should be a little bit faster way for me to try to get to my destination though. Specifically if I even put the boots of speed on, I think that would be even better. I assume that I might even resist that, to be honest, quite a bit now. So let's just check that. If I can put the boots of speed on and not become blind. Hey, it's just dark, but it's not blind. So I'm not sure what to think about this exactly when I'm not blind, but it's suddenly very much darker, so it's kind of interesting. Definitely the quick way to travel though. Definitely the quick way to travel. True. You found a middle ground. Apparently so. Apparently a perfect middle ground. A little bit of darkness, but not complete darkness. Well, this will take, of course, still a time. Especially when it's not like I'm in the coast fence yet, for sure. There. Stop shaking. Well, let's unequip this so that you don't have to see our shaking. We just walking very slowly, but surely. Anyways. But yeah, I'll stop shaking at least so that you don't have to see it, Flame. I thought that you wouldn't be saying anything, but so you did. Hey, there's the ghost fence that I was looking forward to seeing. It's flying through the skies. Red Mountain region. I have no idea where this guy is who wants to come attack me, but something. Belain and his methods of travel. It was to our good old Telvanni wizard, not to anyone called Kide. Of course. So this should actually be the place for where the Dakot ore is even. Where we're gonna go someday. It looks sweet from up here. For God's sake. Of course I'm not spared from you. Ever. For God's sakes. And then I can't hit you with this weapon. Like at all. Maybe it just doesn't recognize that I actually could be hitting him. Because reasons. Because I'm too high on top. I don't know. Finally. Very red. It became very, very red. Seeing just all these cliff racers just flying about in here. Beautiful. So red. Oh my god. Go away. Just go away. How can it be so difficult to hit you guys? That's what I feel testify. Of course, Flame, of course. It's supposed to be around here somewhere. The Feminal location. Also, it's interesting how it suddenly again became so much more brighter. But just a moment. Where are my boots? This place looks so different with the not having the boots on, to be honest. Yep, that's dark. Let's just not have the darkness right now. I think we got what we needed from this. The place looks a lot different. Hey, that's a nice mount, like a sun all the way on top there, to be honest. That looks pretty sweet. I think the entrance might be right here. To this location. Hello, rat. Mauser Caverns. That doesn't sound like the right place. Veminal. Veminal is supposed to be like a little bit into that direction. That looks so interesting when like loading into that area or seeing part of it. I don't know if I could get into that place through the caverns, maybe. Possibly. No, that has to be the place. Always dealing with the cliff racers. Always. Where's the location where I might enter into this place? I wonder if this is even exactly the place. Well, this looks like it. Veminal, Outer Fortress, that's it. This place is dark. Just a little bit dark. Let's just do a quick save. Neat. Yes, I thought that would be the nicer way to travel into here this time around. Hello, Bone Walker. Don't block my entrance into this room, thank you very much. That is very much unappreciated. I think I definitely, at least the Raid Guard, like absorbed some of the attack spell that he cast, which then meant that I actually got a lot of magic, because that's definitely basically what happened there. I suddenly got the maximum spells, magic, that I had. Paper. I assume it says nothing, right? Nope. Well, I still picked it up, apparently. Which is a shame. I didn't really need it, I'd say. Well. Of course I could be picking up one of those if I wanted to, but it's kind of heavy. Just slightly. Slightly heavy. In some sense, I would like to pick up this corpse. This would be a head to put into display, but unfortunately cannot. So that's a shame. That is a little bit of a shame. Let's check this side first before we go there. There you go. Don't get stuck. And levitation, of course, is great for the purpose of me having actually all of my fatigue all the time. I can just run, so to speak, really quickly. Hello, Dakot Nilor. Maybe You have trapped a soul. Welcome, Dakotilor, to my soul collection. Welcome. Welcome to you. An addition to your collection. Why are those guys missing faces anyways? I have no idea. What's the reason for it? No idea whatsoever. But there must be some sort of a reason. I can't pick up that anymore. Fine enough, I guess. Too close to the body. I don't really need that stuff. Nah. Rather not. Scrap metals. Lots of scrap metals. Yeah, more. That sort of stuff. Lovely corpus meat. Short swords. Yeah. The lovely kind of things. For sure, Whis. Apparently you had a few gold coins. I guess I can pick those up. As it is. Let's do another save. Just in case. Hello. It was a good prayer position that you had there, but I'm sorry that I distracted you from that. Truly, very sorry. What about in here? Well, I could get some more of that type of stuff someday too to my place, but oh well. And still continues. What does this maze look like? Yeah, it's not that special. Hey, some sort of parchment. What does it say? Parchment with scrollings. Okay, another one of these. All cries are waking, whitest white of all white, blackest black of all blacks. Shame and sun, sun and shadow, stronger than gods, pride and mortals. Only he is awake, only he is alive. He knows the names of the naming, he knows the wait and the waiting. He enters into every star and moon, he shines through their shadows. One shape, one spelling, one freight, one casting from darkness. He is armed from light, he is watered. He is all things, stray cliche Tiomen. On rivers of fire he comes forth, through storms of dreams he rides. With slivers of steel he pierces the heart. All spells, powers, curses broken, the chains are shattered, the scales fall away. I see with my eye, and all is silence. I wake, I remember, Lord. I had to rate it again though, considering it's been a long time since we've seen one of those. I think I already had the Grandmaster LMP. No, I have Master LMP, but not the Grandmaster LMP. Huh. Well, certainly I should then pick that up, though I'm a little bit over encumbered because of that. Guess I can drop these. I did mean to drop both of them anyways, but oh well. Hey, more ash statues. The ruins of Gemeltse. And yes, okay. I do remember I've read it before, but it's been a long time ago. Nah. Don't really need any of that stuff. Hall of Torque. Hello to you too. Do take some of my health with that. Certainly. Doesn't seem that there was anyone else actually doing those sort of spells, at the very least. Over encumbered, of course. I guess I'll just drop all of these Quama eggs, to be honest. It's not like I have to be carrying them around. Seems like there's quite a few entrances into the same location. Thank you, but no thanks, I'd say. You. Ebony sword, isn't it? Yep. Ebony broadsword. Okay, I guess that's at least those you killed. I can see something red right on the other side. Well, it's certainly something red. A couple of banners. That's the place. Definitely where I should be going. After all, I could even levitate there right now. Hello, you beautiful guy. Very, very beautiful. Dakot Vemun. Ah, you had the Sunder. Yes, thank you. I would take that Sunder from you. It just fades a little bit. So, I guess I should be looking through everything else first, and then I'll come and pick that up from you, the Sunder. So then we can just teleport out of here. I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. A nice sort of thing walk coming out of this though. But yeah, definitely it's a lot easier to go around the place and so on and explore everything when I have the constant levitation. As Vampyre's my fave. Yes, definitely. It's just a dark way to go all the way down. Hey, what's up? Apparently you stopped me from casting more magic immediately at the very least. I could be doing some healing. Just a little bit. Besides, I can train always my skill in healing after all, which is also good. I'll just go around this location, see if there's anything else here. At least there's some sort of enemy. Hey, you're a bigger skeleton than I've met before. Peltot the Undying. Well, that's a special name for sure. Blood Feast Shield. I haven't seen that before. It's a nice looking shield. Surely. Faked 20. That's a nice little sword too, or axe rather. I probably should be saying an axe. I guess I'll just drop down something else into here too if I want to be coming and picking all of these things up again. I just take more loots into my place. Because those look interesting. Maybe I'll use them for decoration. But yeah, otherwise, basically, this place is taken care of. I can just go and pick up the Sunder. Thank you. Your journal has been updated. You do not say. This was actually a very easy task to do, especially of course with this. Just give me that too. Well, actually it's just a silver war axe, but it's still pretty enough looking, so I guess I'll take it. The Undying, eh? Yes, the Undying. Recall, back to home. You look strange sometimes, my centurions. Just sometimes. Just equip that back. And I guess I can equip this. Thunder is also a plant weapon though, so like my mace. Constant effect, fortify attack, fortify strength, trained fatigue. 1 point on self. I'm not sure if I like that. Fortify endurance and fortify luck. I could check how it looks at the very least. But it does apparently train all the time a little bit. My fatigue. It is actually a very sweet looking weapon. And with the freight card I can actually use it. Without it I of course wouldn't be able to. Well, maybe I'll actually be using this for a while and actually dropping the other one. Oh, yeah, this actually increases my strength too, doesn't it? That's why I wasn't over encumbered anymore. Yeah, strength plus 20 points, so actually that's helpful. Maybe I'll actually be using this a lot now, just to be able to get everything well done. I can drop this here, because I'm not gonna be picking it with me. And then I wouldn't be using this one immediately, because I would have this weapon to use. And I'll just drop this shield and the silver axe here at the very least. Those I do not require anywhere, so I might as well. I guess the shadow shield is something that I could even consider taking to the other place, considering it's very much like a Fumer shield, to be honest. But I'm not sure what else to put into right there. But anyways, also, like trying to place it decently there, but I guess I can give or put that down there too. And yeah, this is definitely a nice hammer for sure. Hammer. Anyways, just like if you look at the picture also that it has, or that symbol, it's very interesting looking. Very nice. Even if it's very efficient against my lantern, even though it's even made of paper. But I think that's actually then enough of the Morrowind today. We actually got all the items that I wanted already, which is quite sweet. So then I guess from the main story we would only need to be going for Dakodur. In Citadel Vemunal I discovered the artifact Hammer Sunder, one of the enchanted tools created by the Fumer craft lord Gakrenak. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. Because I was thinking indeed that we could play like 2 hours today of Morrowind and then 2 hours or so another game. The only question is what that other game would be, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed some more Morrowind. We are very close of actually at least going through the main questline of Morrowind, actually, surprisingly close to be honest. So that's nice. Can Morrowind actually be finished? Are the legends true? Well, maybe the main storyline. It's a completely different question if the game itself can be finished, but maybe the storyline itself, maybe that's just that one. Fellain 41. So okay, I'll be ending here for Morrowind today. Thank you everyone for watching some Morrowind, and I'll see you soon for something else then. And thank you everyone for watching indeed, and I hope you have enjoyed Morrowind this year, and of course this will again continue then on the side of the next year. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Happy New Year's and Merry Christmas and everything, of course, on the YouTube side as well. So, see you for more next year.